Simply relying on patient referrals isn't going to cut it anymore to effectively grow your chiropractic office in 2025. You also need to prioritize your online presence. Doing local SEO to appear higher on Google search is one of the best ways to attract more of your dream patients in 2025. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 most common SEO mistakes that chiropractors make when trying to rank at the top of Google search. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Noah Igler and I'm the founder of Sustain Media. We help chiropractors get more of their new dream patients every single month by ranking at the top of Google. So in this video, you're going to learn the lessons that I've learned from working with over 40 plus local businesses in the past 2 years, all trying to rank at the top of Google. So the number one mistake that I see chiropractors make is not prioritizing getting reviews from all of your patients. Reviews are probably the biggest ranking factor when it comes to ranking first locally on Google or on Google Maps. Search for chiropractor and we look at the top ranking practices. You can see that there are 152 reviews, 20, 142, 129, 126, 182, 231, and my point is that all of the top ranking chiropractors have a lot of reviews, whereas if we keep scrolling to the bottom part of Google, you'll see there's chiropractors with a lot less reviews. There's 14, 15, 6 reviews, 29. And so my point is, just look at the data. Look in your local area, search for chiropractors near you, and you'll see at the top all of the top ranking chiropractors for the most part. There are some exceptions like Maple Street Chiropractic Clinic here. They all have a lot of 5-star reviews. And if you look at the reviews themselves, you can see that these are legitimate reviews. They aren't spoofed or fake reviews. They're likely not just friends or family leaving reviews. These are reviews from patients speaking about their personal experiences with the doctor. And so, number one mistake that a lot of chiropractors make, as you can see, is not pushing for reviews. These chiropractors could have awesome practices, but if there aren't enough reviews, you're likely not going to be ranking at the top and bringing in those new patients that you're looking for, that are searching for your services and just don't know about your practice yet. So one of the biggest ways to get more reviews is pushing your patients to review your practice in person. So if you take a look at the little brochure here, a lot of really effective Google strategies for practices have the practice print out a little sign like this and put it on the front desk. And so when people are leaving or even coming in, if they're repeat customers, you have the front desk people really push for a review. And you might be thinking, why would someone review you? Well, you got to provide incentives. And so what I recommend my practices to do is to hand out coupons with 5 or 10% off their next adjustment if they give you a 5-star review on Google. Simply say after the adjustment, hey, if you were happy with the service, would you just mind leaving a review on Google Maps? It helps us a lot and it will only take you about 1 or 2 minutes. So another effective way to follow up with clients is through email or SMS message, and you can just set up automated messages to them that will ask for a review essentially. These have a lot lower of a response rate than just simply asking someone in person to give you a review. And then finally, the third point on reviews is to be responding to all of the reviews, both positive and negative. Let me explain. So Google looks at your reviews and says they're getting all of these signals, they're getting all of these reviews from clients or from patients, and it's really good for their profile. But what's even better is if you're actively responding, on top of responding to positive reviews, if you do happen to get a negative review, which you obviously do not want, I highly recommend leaving a response. And what that does is sometimes you can kind of relieve the person who didn't give you a good review, but also it shows other people reading the reviews, okay, there's this 2-star review, what's up with that? Wait, never mind, the owner responded, they explained it, they cleared the air. And so this will also just help you increase your conversion rate from people reading your reviews. The second biggest mistake that I see chiropractors make when doing local SEO is not building local landing pages on their website. So if you take a look at thejoint.com, this is a chiropractic clinic. They have a very good welcome offer of a $29 initial adjustment and consultation. So already the lead magnet is super good here. This is going to be getting a lot of clicks and submissions every month. But this is what we call a local landing page. So they have their Google Maps embed. You can even drag around on it. They have all of their business information. But what they also have is local information about the area. So you can see they have local information about Los Angeles for this Los Angeles landing page. And the goal with this is to show Google, okay, they are also an authority not only within chiropractic industry, but also within Los Angeles. And by making a page like this, you're also able to use keywords like chiropractor near you in LA or chiropractic in Los Angeles. And you can see that they're using all these keywords that in turn shows Google, let's rank this business at the top of Google search for chiropractor Los Angeles or Los Angeles chiropractor. And so this is actually a really good example of a local landing page. They have good reviews on there. They have responses from the clinic to a negative review like we discussed before. And more so, they have information about the doctor or the chiropractor, which shows Google, okay, it is a legitimate business. They actually have a doctor. And they talk about some of the symptoms as well as what they do to relieve the symptoms and the point of adjustments. So they have a lot of really good information here. And they also have their plans. They have articles that they published related to just health in general. And they likely have photos of the office. So this is a perfect example of an awesome local landing page. I will actually link this below and maybe model your own local landing pages after this. So that brings us to number 3, which is ignoring the Google business page optimization. So let's look at Archer Chiropractic. So when I look at their profile, instantly I can see, okay, they have legitimate chiropractic infrastructure in their office that does actually seem to be a renovated home for chiropractor. But this is actually how a lot of businesses are in New Orleans. We have a lot of historical buildings. So you take a look, they have awesome photos of their practice. They have really clean photos of the setup they have inside. It shows you the waiting room, it shows you the patient rooms, and this is just really good. It shows the doctor and also their sign. So a lot of social proof, a lot of social signaling, and it shows parking. So already I can tell, okay, they look like happy people. There's a good doctor. They have a nice setup. And that instantly puts them above a practice that doesn't have the same photos. Another really important part of optimizing your Google business page is making sure that you have the correct information. So even something as simple as taking a 2-hour lunch break instead of 1, it will be huge because you'll miss a whole hour of time where people could be booking appointments or think they could be booking appointments. So you really need to make sure you have all the hours correct. You have the address correct. If it's in an apartment building, you make sure that you have the building number and information in there. You have the website linked. You have a correct phone number. Surprisingly enough, about 10% of Google business profiles do not have the correct phone number, which is just the most obvious way to not get new patients. And you take a look, they have pretty solid reviews. They have web results, and that's that. So there's actually even more that you could be doing in terms of answering FAQs or making, weekly or bi-weekly posts, which is something that I totally recommend everyone to do. Let's just find a quick example of that. If we look at total body, so look, they have discounts running, they have news, local news, and all of this is just social signaling, showing Google that they are a real chiropractic business. They care about their patients, but also it shows patients they're involved in the community of New Orleans or whatever city you're in, and they're also running discounts, etc., etc. So with all of my chiropractic practices, what I recommend is posting at least 3 to 4 times a week on Google Business Profile and uploading new photos and videos every single month. So the fourth biggest mistake is having an outdated website with poor UI. So looking at this chiropractic website, you can tell it's a very simple design, probably built on Wix or Squarespace by the owner or some sort of agency. It looks like they may have built it themselves. Nothing wrong with the design in terms of content or information, but you just look at the UI instantly. There's no contact us button. There's no phone number button. There's nothing within the first load of the page to show you, oh, you can actually contact us here. You can book a new appointment here. And so their conversion rate, I would assume, from this website is next to nothing. Looks like they do have a chat option, but these are only recommended if you also have other ways to contact the business. Because even within this chat option, it doesn't actually show you what the point of filling this out is for. So as you can see, just scrolling through the website real quick, there's not a single contact us button. They have call or text, and they have their phone number, and they also have their email. But a lot of people these days will simply just look past that. They'll say, okay, there's no contact button, there's no book an appointment button, on to the next one. And so this is really important to have some sort of lead magnet, free $39 first adjustment on us, or some sort of heavily discounted first adjustment, and then they fill out their information to book a time. And you have their information, you can contact them, they're in your system, it's a win-win. So the fifth biggest mistake that chiropractors make when trying to do local SEO and appear at the top of Google search is not building local citations. So one really good way to find what sort of citations you should be building for your local business is actually by just searching for the keyword that you're trying to target. So I'm looking for citations to build for my New Orleans chiropractor practice. And you can just search on Google, and a lot of these will be other companies. But what you'll do is scroll down, boom, Yelp is the first one. So what you'll do is you'll make a Yelp profile, you'll set up your business on Yelp, you'll update all of your information, you'll provide photos, and Yelp is probably one of the most common. So there's a bunch of other different types of local directories. What I recommend doing is just searching for local business directories, New Orleans, or whatever city you're in. And then making your profile, updating all the necessary business information, updating the content, the photos, and ultimately linking to both your website and your Google business page. You can copy the link. I'll show you right now how to. You'll click on your page, then you'll click share, copy link, and put it onto that profile wherever it says you can. And what this does is it shows Google, okay, this business is set up on all of the different local business directories. They must be an authority within the niche. They must know a lot about their chiropractic industry. They must have a good business. Let's push them higher on Google search. So you can do this all yourself, or you can go to Fiverr or Upwork and hire someone to do it for you. It's very simple. Fiverr, if you're not familiar, it's an online service platform or marketplace. And what you can do is search for services on here and pay people to do them for you. So what you look up is just USA local citations, and I will be linking this guy in the description, not because I know him, but just because I've used him before and the citations work. So for $5, he will build you 50 local citations. I recommend doing something a little bit bigger, maybe 120 or 350, because as you can see, 120 is only $20 US. And he'll have you fill out a little form with your business information. If you are going to pay someone to do local citations for your business, you make sure that all of the business information, all of the links to your website and Google profile are correct before you submit them to them. And so likely what you'll get after working with someone on Fiverr to do the local citations for you is a spreadsheet like this. And so the next step is to get all of those citations indexed on Google. Just look up some sort of online local citation indexer on Google. What I've used before is Speedy Index, and I'll link that below. You will have to go into Telegram and use their chatbot to submit the links that you want to index, but it works and it's completely legitimate, so I'll be linking that below in the description. Thanks for watching the video. If you found it helpful, please drop me a like and comment or question below. I have a complete chiropractor SEO guide dropping very soon, So be sure to subscribe to the Sustained Media channel below so you get notified when it is live. And if you want help outranking your local competition, book a free 20-minute consultation with me at the first link in the description below.